the modern day warrant chiefs. They're everywhere. They are everywhere. We know who they are. Oh, the all ones. Because for years, it was the same these ones that keep deceiving us. They will go to town, bring rice, bring salt, bring engine oil. You think they're bringing more. The same rice and engine oil. So every day is decreasing self. Every day is decreasing. When you look at the example, the first example that comes to mind is Ndi Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. These people, because when you know Hanish, nothing is in their brain.
Oh, that's Ndi Igbo.
Nothing. They have done nothing but to enrich themselves. And they speak English very well. They will land. I remember when one of them went to the what is that house in England? Haniden Aga, go whatever.
Chatham House.
Chatham House. They brought that my dear. I say, where is my dictionary? Every word I had to look it up. And you're communicating to your brothers and sisters.
Because they want to impress their masters.
Colonial masters that they got it. They got this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, and they behind don't speak like that too.
They can speak Queen's English. So how is going to Queens? We are natives. We are Indigo. We can't go speak.
Igbo to start with.
Very Igbotic. We are just managing to use it to communicate. Igbo kaina so I bundi Igbo.
Wow. Let's look at Igbo NGOs. They are everywhere. They are making money from the pains and sorrows of our people. When they claim, oh yeah, they are bringing something. How long are we going to be waiting for handouts? How long must we wait to eat until Onwa comes into the village? Oh, it's Easter this week. By the grace of God, Onwa will come in so that we can see light. And
Everyone
then
has become Almajiri.
I know.
Everyone has become Almajiri. Beggars. They give you bag of rice. Give you bag of what? Beggars on the street. Everyone is now a beggar.
They want to play God. Because when you are way up here, then you can be given like Ojos or Kano, you'll be feeding 400 people. And you tell yourself, you know, you're close to God after you're feeding people 400, that's a lot. The Igbo medias, they are there. They will never, ever research into what is ailing our people. But they speak Queen's English. They speak very well. They will never even bring their brother to say, hey, I don't know. Let me get more information so we can promote this thing. No, because all of them are all in on this pain and suffering of our people. Our religious leaders, they are everywhere. They brought open Oka to our land, not peace or God. None of that.
Yeah. You know, when we heard Oka, we thought it was a worship of God. We didn't know it's open Oka. So that inside family, open Oka everywhere. You and your family. Because if it's, our ancestors always warn us, it's a place you worship God. Why didn't they call it Uno Chuku or something? They call it Oka. Okun Oka. It's trouble. They warned us, so we didn't know. You think that will cause trouble between you and your sisters, you and your brothers in your family? One is Roman Catholic, the other one is Anglican, the other one is Pentecostal. Everybody is fighting in the community. Everybody is fighting. While you're fighting, they are distracting you. Then the enemy is coming to steal your resources.
The worst one is the way they tell our people not to be giving things to the poor people in our midst, because they will use it to hold you hostage. They will use it to take your wealth from you. They will use it to do this. This is what we used to do to progress our communities, our society. These people came and took it away.
Yes.
Oh, you can't give that woman, bewitched woman on a village now. You really think she will go and sit in Dibia's house and be calling your name every day?
I'm telling you.
5 children to feed.
They will tell them that their mother, an old woman that is suffering, is the one holding your destiny. Old woman like that is holding your destiny, as weak as she is.
And when we
and then you will have the poor in the land.
What they do is to distract them, right? Because it's part of, they work with the government. So
Yes,
when they change whatever all our people's mind and set and turn it into family problems, nobody will look at the government problems, societal problems. So it's all my family now. So because they are gaining from the government, as long as they keep us dumb, as long as they keep us fighting, as long as they keep us arguing, then the government and them will be benefiting.
Yes. And they will increase the fear. Remember the 3 tools of colonization: ignorance, fear, and military terror. So you are afraid, You can't even step out to do anything. No, because they will eye you or they will do this to you.
They are everywhere. They use
Everywhere.
Nollywood. Nollywood took money from our enemies to present our people, land, and culture in a worse way. I remember when MB's 2020 played on Sophia, I go chop your money, disappear. And they were blaming us as people that encourage ritual in Africa.
Exactly.
Instead, it was these Igbo movies that encourage. They profiled, and you know what they would play it on Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday night to make sure that people see us as the criminals, as the mothers and the
And
movies.
after they've made
But when they are doing their movies in Hollywood, shooting and doing all these things, it's not them.
no,
When we do Ginkanywa, how turn into they said it was us that
and we will present it like that. And after all that money they made to from selling our people wrongly. Do they have money to treat themselves? No. All of them are sick and begging on the social media.
dying of a kidney failure.
That, like Itafo, I told them, you God that may God help you. God deliver you so that you will change the things that you did. You marketed an Igbo in the worst form. You better start repenting and turning around. Go there and go and seek for our values, our core values, and begin to promote them. Begin to promote them now, because what is coming for you, you don't even might know it. Now you have collected all the money from the enemy to demarket our culture, our identity, who we are. Our children abroad don't want to come home.
Because
And
all
then you think it will go
turn
well
human
for
beings
you.
into money. You
Yes.
kill your mother, you do your wife, you your dog, your neighbor, so you can get money. That's who we are. Money, 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 money.
All the evil. What's the percentage of the people doing the so-called things that you've been acting and spreading everywhere? What percentage? We are a people that love. We love our neighbors. We love our God. We are kind people. We give, we support. That's why when you take somebody's child, a widow's child, you train him and he's become a millionaire. This is who we are. Why didn't you market all those? No.
But they are paid.
Yes.
They
What your enemy tells you to promote.
Right. And they will come and
promote.
promote them here on evening TV for us. And then they also use the gospel singers. We see them every time they say your hand is greasy in money. Only their hands is greasy in money, because when they post their music for the week, before 7 p.m., they have 98,000 views. And they're telling you God will do it for you. Do not let these gospel singers, God bless their heart, they can sing, but they are also part of the problems that we have, part of it. They are not doing anything to change anything. What they're doing is praising, celebrating their pastors and celebrating their church as if that's what our problems are, which is not. It's way more than that. Way more than that. So be wary of all of them. All of them. I mean, we're not saying that people shouldn't do well, praising God. How are you praising God when you're the only one doing well in the community, you and your cronies? How is that good? None of you will ever speak out against what is being done to our people. As long as you go to London and have your, honeymoon and go back and forth, you go to London and have children and come back. What are our people that can't even leave their vicinity? The traditional leaders, you heard our brother say they collect up to 5% of the local government revenue. So these people will never, ever, ever speak for you, because it's all about them. I told you guys a story about how my dad left us red. Also, those men that wear red cap, he has to stop wearing his, because he saw what they were doing. They were selling out the next generation. Igbo politicians and lawyers, Ojus Okano and them. Oh, Ojus Okano, the one that feeds how many people? 400 people?
House.
The old
charity home.
He's able to is running charity home.
His house is charity home.
Can you imagine being under his this thing? Who knows what you have to do at night to continue to get that food?
Of course, that's not how they do. You didn't see the other pastor that will go and be carrying all the children and say, I want to take care of them. And nobody will ask, this man, what are you doing with 200 children in your house? What game are you playing? everybody will just be doing, yes, yes, they're philanthropists. They're helping. Like, everybody has been reduced to almajiri, so they will come and be giving us.
It's sad. People like Olisa Abakabo,
Yes,
one Mr.
Benjamin.
Lies promoter. And even at their old age, they are not saying, hey, what about if I'm no longer here? How are my children going to survive this?
They don't care because they're
Then when
seeing
you
all the
talk,
wealth.
yes, when you talk, they will come out and say, oh, we are Republicans. Yeah, when they're Republicans, we can do, we're entitled to opinion. We do as we wish and we wish as we do.
That's not the meaning, girl, boy.
Wow.
That's not what that means.
Wow. You guys are not even getting it. When we say that we must follow the superior arguments, you think you can do what you want to do and follow and say and all that kind of stuff. And we're telling you it's not about being Republican. Not at all. It's about right and wrong. Doing what is right. And not because it will favor me, but what is good for our common well-being. We've always find it hard to think about community well-being. I will allow my sister to continue.
Yes, my dear, we're giving you examples of the modern day warrant chiefs. We are mentioning their names so that you will understand what we're saying. The people, these are the rejects of the society, made in Nigeria, Igbo leaders and elites. It is the one Nigeria that is suppressing us with their knee on our neck. We can't breathe. They are the ones that produce these so-called Igbo leaders. And you see them everywhere speaking English. And not just that they're speaking English, but it's empty analysis. When they talk, you say, like, what did you just say? So another group are those promoting confab, the so-called confab of 2014, that we know that the delegates that they sent to that confab were based on the rejected 1999 constitution. We are saying that this document is killing us. It's okay, you want to change it. Then you now start picking people that will go and change it from the people that are benefiting from the document. Who is fooling who? The same confab that refused to examine the foundation of the union they seek to build. Pius Anyim people, he was then the Secretary of Government or whatever title they call those things. These are the so-called Igbo leaders. They are not your leaders. They are Nigerian made in Nigeria leaders. Nigeria made them, took them from your land. That's why you see some of them, they are like elephants. They swallow everything inside their mouth. And you're asking this one, is this Oibudiha or Zizak Ozal? Is this elephantiasis or which one is this one? Yes, because you have to be greedy, selfish, wicked, to swallow everything for Ndiobodo and swallow it for you and your children. And then you are walking up and down like Idi Amin. These people refuse to discuss the basis and the terms of the union. There's Nina's proposition. If you explain it to any normal human being, it makes sense immediately. You won't even explain up to 30 minutes. The person will say, I get it. But these ones, these modern day warrant chiefs, these made in Nigeria Igbo leaders, they seem to be daft. They seem to be dumb. They seem like they don't understand anything. Yeah, because they have been compromised. They have been given all the wealth for your hospitals, for your roads, for infrastructure, for everything. They are the ones the enemy gives the money to. That's why you see them billionaires. What are you selling? Nothing. There's one that said that the father was a billionaire and the father collapsed and they didn't have ambulance to take him to hospital. And your father was billionaire. So what did he do with his billions? In his environment, he didn't think that there should be ambulance in this environment. He didn't think of, oh, let's have hospital. I'm getting old. And he's a billionaire. What are you not doing with the billion? He sat on it because you are living in Nigeria. That's the type of billionaires we produce in Nigeria. We are telling people 1999 constitution is to go down. Let's stop telling these nonsense stories that we like saying so that we whip up sentiment. We are not feeling sorry for you. You are the warrant chiefs. You are products of the warrant chief. That's why when we are saying, let's bring this system down, you will refuse. Even when you are a youth, that you should be understanding. You pretend that you don't understand. We are saying these Igbo leaders are the ones that promoted confab of 2019. The same confab that refused to touch the no union claim of their people. Their people said, nobody brought us into this thing. No. We are not part of it. We didn't discuss with anybody. No, they don't want to. Pius Ani said, no, don't go there. Don't touch the foundation. Leave it. Let's just go and do wuru and deceive the people. Your wuru will not work anymore. The genie is out of the box. These same people wanted to write constitution, or they have gone to write. We saw Awakoba Abi, what's the other one that is the one that is eating money from IPOB people? That's one from
yes.
I've forgotten his name. You saw him, he said he's handing over to Meka Anyoko Abi Meka Anyuku to a book to him. Say, this is the constitution. Written by who? The document that you wrote without consulting the people, owners of the land. You didn't even speak to them. You think we are children? Do you think the natives, the indigenous peoples, are children that do not have sense to know what they want?
Ozokome.
Ozokome, yes. Ozokome. Ozokme. You know, all their strange names that they answer. These are all criminals. Because you must be a criminal. As a lawyer, you call yourself son, and you did not recognize how constitutions are made. What did you study? This is first class of jurisprudence. What did you see? They were saying all the wuru. These people do not pass any class. They go and give money to their lecturers and they give them certificates. Then tomorrow they say they're son. If you are educated, we will see that education, the skills in solving problems. That's the meaning of education. Not that you have certificate 20 and you cannot solve one single problem. It becomes when you look at it, you are getting confused. No, you're not educated. You just went to school, but school did not go through you. You collected certificate through wuru. That's why you cannot apply your brain to solve problems. Simple problems that people in the market that they even go to school can understand and solve. It's becoming too much for you, ambiguous to you, because you're not literate. This same confab refused to speak boldly against what is ailing their own people. They went there to go and eat meat pie and aminara, and then hobnob and then met someone. It's networking for them. Yet every day they will call conference. Who do you think you're fooling? The report, we say it now, the report of the 2014 confab is not, we said it's not the decision of the peoples of Nigeria. So it has been rejected. It's dead on arrival. People could do your wuru when nobody was watching. I Muzanya Kazu now. Our eyes, they shine like fish eye. Shine your eyes. We are talking about modern day warrant chiefs, the rejects of the society that have been made to be leading us. Why did Ninas reject confab of 2014? Let's break it down for you. And when we say Ninas, the indigenous peoples, nationalities, alliance for self-determination, they are the true Igbo leaders, those that are promoting Ninas. The Igbos that are promoting Ninas are the true Igbo leaders. Listen to us, other ethnic members. The Igbos that are promoting Nina's proposition that we give rights and freedom and liberation to everyone, they are the true Igbo leaders, because that's our worldview. Our worldview is Egwebere Ugobere. Live and let live. This is who we are. So those are the people you will listen to, that are the ones representing us. The promoters of confab are made in Nigerian Igbo leaders. They are not for us. They are not speaking for the people. So we say, why is it that the true leaders of Ndi Igbo are saying confab will not work for us? 3 reasons. The first one, the terms of reference. Whatever they discussed and agreed upon, they said, will be integrated into the 1999 Constitution. That means it was amendments they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
600, over 600 amendments, like you heard my sister say. A document that you amended over 600 places. Is that one still a document? What have you done? So that is one reason why we said this Confab 2014 is not for us. It's not for the people, because they refused to follow the guideline that the people said they should follow. Number two, representation. The people who came to discuss, to make those discussions, did not come from, they didn't have the constituent powers, because they were selected on the basis of the structure imposed by this disputed constitution. Everything was still based on the constitution that we're saying we did not make. That is a fraud. 36 states that we did not make, it took from there. 777 local governments, geopolitical zones, they are so-called geopolitical zones, special interests, everything is wuru, 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 still refusing to discuss with the real owners of the land, because they are criminals, Alibaba and the 40 thieves. So thereby they were avoiding and pushing aside the real constituent nations, the peoples who are supposed to be federating. These are the real owners of sovereignty. They are doing the same thing that Britain did, 1914. And of course, the people that brought unitary Nigeria did the same thing, 1967, and especially 1979 and 1999. They are just continuing. Anybody that wants to do something and you have to base it on the 1999 Constitution that we told you is a fraud, you are not ready to do anything yet, and it cannot be accepted. Third, is the first decision the conference made as they gathered was that they will not discuss the question of unity of Nigeria, even when the convener of that conference, President Goodluck, expressly mandated a probe into the foundation of Nigeria. He told them, this is what you need to do. Check the foundation, particularly 1914 and 1960. Find out why is it that the union is not working, even after 100 years. Find out. They refuse to touch it. They're eating meat pie and mineral. So sovereignty is attached to the land. Our people, listen. Those that, if you did not take anything from them, understand that your sovereignty is tied to your land. That's why they're trying to take your land from you, so that you lose the sovereignty, because sovereignty is tied to the land. When we talk about sovereignty, that's lands and people, ancestral land and people living on those ancestral land originally. These are distinct ethnic nations occupying their ancestral lands and spaces. Therefore, owners of sovereignty in geographical space called Nigeria are the Ijo, Ishekiri, Yoruba, Igbo, Igala, Berium, Edo, Idoma, Hausa, all these. Everybody has their own land. That's why we say, if you just go and stand on your own land, you'll be fine. So these modern day warrant chiefs, they are all pretending not to hear the concerns of their people, who are asking, how do we live together in peace? How do we have safety in our land? How do we become successful like you? You are so successful. You are on one. You are this. How will my child become successful without having to come and beg from you and take crumbs from you? These people know the truth. They refuse to push the self-determination and liberation project that their people want, because it will not give them money. They are the ones holding hands together with the enemy, because they want to make profit for themselves, irrespective of what their people are going through. They do not care. These people, rather, they have taken their children and their wives away from our land. Some are in US, some are in Houston, some are in UK, everywhere. They have left the land. If an Igbo, for instance, is so safe and flourishing while being in Nigeria? Why are you not living there with your children and your family? Why are you running away? So that means you are lying to yourselves, you are deceiving the people if you continue to promote one Nigeria that is killing the people. If you continue to promote the 1999 Constitution, it will not work.